Thank you, Norma. Okay, may I welcome all members of the FBEU, our families, our guests, current and former elected representatives, and a special welcome to our life members and retired members. Some of our guests include Minister for Emergency Services, Steve Wan, Shadow Emergency Services Minister, Melinda Pavey. We have the Secretary of Unions New South Wales, Mark Lennon. We also have our friend and comrade from Queensland, Steve Bunny. I'd like to welcome all of them, our other key guests and dignitaries. I can see a lot of friends around the room from the Labor movement. I welcome them all. Just quickly, I need to acknowledge some correspondence from the Maritime Union Association, the MUA. It's correspondence from Paul McAleer, Sydney Branch Secretary, MUA, and he says, as part of the correspondence, the MUA, Sydney Branch, congratulates the FBEU on a centenary of struggles which have improved working conditions, safety, dignity at work and in retirement, as well as struggles to improve the communities in which we live, and struggles around international issues. The FBEU is right to celebrate the tradition and history that has been built by organised, active and progressive members over the last 100 years. The MUA Sydney Branch congratulates Jim Casey and his team, as well as all members, for this wonderful anniversary of this proud union. The MUA Sydney Branch will forever stand side by side with firefighters and the FBEU in solidarity. Paul McAleer, and I thank him for that. Just moving on, thank you. I would like to mention one of our retired members who could not be here today, Rex Threlfo. Rex was, very much so. Rex was both President of the FBEU and Chief Officer of the New South Wales Fire Brigade. Rex is unwell at this time and couldn't make it here today. Our thoughts are with him and indeed all our retired members unable to make this event. Another apology of note. Former FBEU State Secretary John Slade is travelling around Australia at present and sends his apologies. We have received many apologies from members and I thank them all for that, and it's important that we mention and recognise our members who are on duty around New South Wales today, both permanent and retained. These men and women are protecting New South Wales as we celebrate this afternoon, so we'll keep them in mind as we celebrate on behalf of them and all our members. I would also like to thank our FBEU staff, our office staff and industrial officers. They've done a fantastic job in setting up all of this here today. Weeks of work, many, many hours of organisation. I thank them all very much. A special mention of those firefighters and FBEU members who have lost their lives in the line of duty over the last 100 years. May they rest in peace, they are not forgotten. All right, friends and comrades, what a day. Today, nearly 1,000 firefighters marched as one through the streets of Sydney. We marched like we have on May Day for decades. We marched like we have in support of other unions for decades. We marched like we have for our own disputes, like the rallies and fair wages conditions, and disputes like our death and disability cover. We marched like we did in 2007, when the federal Conservative government dared to threaten our working lives and that of our families and friends. Today we showed the collective strength of working class firefighters once again. As firefighters and FBEU members, we have always protected those around us and always protected each other. The fact that we stand here today celebrating 100 years of just that is testimony to our strength, to our principles and to our ability to stand as an effective, militant and organised collective. Friends, today I stand before you as President of the oldest, proudest and most militant firefighting trade union in the world. This is our day. This is a day to celebrate the sacrifices made by the men and women who have fought for the wages, conditions and safety that we defend today. We honour those comrades and we honour the trade movement, the trade union movement generally. October 21, 2010 will be remembered as the day that New South Wales professional firefighters stood arm in arm, en masse, sending a clear warning to those that dared to consider undermining our conditions or endangering our communities, that they risk their own political and professional existence and must not underestimate the collective power of unions, nor members of the FBEU. That day is today and that message is clear. Comrades, enjoy this day and celebrate our unity. I now call on my friend, or before I do that, I now declare the 100th AGM of the FBEU officially open, and I now call on my friend and comrade, the State Secretary of the FBEU, Jim Casey, to give his State of the Union address. Comrade Casey.